said a person making $50,000 a year could not live this lifestyle. I explained to her that I make 3 times that much, and our parents can't afford to live here without me because of the mortgage back home and the student debt. Jennifer said that Dad had taken care of the student loans and that the old house had already been paid off. I looked at my parents, wondering why they had lied to her, explained that they were in a ton of debt because of her, and refused to sell the house because of what she said. Jennifer asked our parents why they hadn't told her all of this. My mom burst into tears, telling Jennifer they knew she had been jealous of me since I was in high school. Mom knew that my playing varsity football during my freshman year of high school when she rode the bench as a senior, which started her dislike, and me playing college level at a Big Ten school didn't help. We also graduated the same year. So Jennifer told Mom that it wasn't fair that they got to do all those things. Mom and Dad began babying her to compensate for this so she wouldn't hate me and the family could continue to be around each other without hatred. Jennifer just walked out the door without speaking another word. My brother-in-law apologized and said he didn't know it was my house. I asked him why that would change anything. He ignored my question and went to the guest room. My dad tried to explain that they felt like they failed my sister. I asked if was it just because of the football thing. He said it was because Jennifer wasn't given the same opportunities as me. I explained how Jennifer skipped school to drink and smoke and chill with her friends. I asked if they thought we should have gotten the same opportunities. My dad said it was hard to explain. I told him what's easy to explain is the eviction notice and he has 30 days. So I left for my friend's house and that's where I'm now. Update 2, my sister invited me out to have dinner. I was hesitant to go at first, but I realized that it wouldn't hurt. When I saw her, she looked horrible, and I hated seeing her like that. The first thing she told me was sorry, and it seemed genuine. She then told me she was never jealous of me and was proud of all my accomplishments. She then dropped a huge bomb. During her senior year of high school, she had come home early and found Mom was home, and so was our uncle's car. At the front door, she heard moans and decided to peek through the window and see our mom and uncle on the couch, cheating on both of their spouses. She took a video as evidence ready to show Dad, but she didn't want to break up our family. Instead of talking to anyone and getting help, she got into drugs to help her cope. But she explained that one day Mom yelled at her while she was drunk in the middle of the day, so she just showed her the video. She explained how her face got pale and she broke down crying. She promised she had broken it off when our aunt had gotten pregnant a few months after the incident had occurred. She pleaded with her not to tell Dad. She said she wasn't, but that she better do everything to make it up to Dad. Mom started the jealous thing to hide her affair, even though she knew she was the reason for the drugs and alcohol. She hadn't realized that she'd been overcompensating, afraid that she would tell Dad. After therapy and rehab, she had been concentrating on herself and failed to see how I was being treated. She also thought it was unfair that I didn't have to live with that heavy burden and thought Mom always babied me. So when I wouldn't give up the room, she thought it was Mom playing favorites. She almost broke down crying, saying how sorry she was and that she'd leave. I told her that wasn't necessary. That as long as she and brother-in-law help out, she's welcome to stay as long as she wants. I asked if she was ever going to tell Dad. She said she wasn't, but would hold no resentment towards me if I did tell. So now I'm conflicted with that. But other than that, everything seems normal. I told my dad. He surprisingly took it well. I did it in private. He admitted that his brother told him that one time when he was drunk, but he thought he was trying to upset him. I know everybody was saying that my mom was a narcissist, but she never displayed these behaviors. She was a woman loved by everyone. He never suspected a thing. He was hurt, though. He explained that he's been married for 30 years and would like for things to stay the same. I always thought Dad was kind of a pushover, so I highly doubt that he's going to confront her. I think he's comfortable with life the way it is. But my sister and brother-in-law have paid me for bills and rent, so we're okay. My mom has apologized, and it seems genuine. She became an outgoing, nice woman again, so my house is peace. I think this is going to be how it is from now on. I hope Dad is okay, though.